Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. Today we're looking at Nemesis Lockdown, a tabletop game brought into video games. This is sponsored by Catapult. Welcome to this very professional intro. Today, so this is going into early access. If you're watching the recorded stream, it's available now. Go to Steam, check out the link in the description to go get it in early access. If you're watching the live stream right now, it is 12 hours to drop. And so we'll be looking at this today. It took me a while to figure this game out because it's a tabletop game, got a lot of rules, it's got a lot of intricacies and interactions, but it was fun to figure out. I'm that kind of player. They had a tutorial available, like you could watch like the board game tutorial. It was like, I'll just figure it out. And it's just like, so I just did like tons of runs, learning as I went. And it was a lot of fun. Like I like this type of game. This should be interesting because I don't like tabletop gaming.
I love tabletop games.
Peggy loves tabletop gaming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you don't like sci-fi. Okay, first of all, you only get to see this for a second. These are two objectives that might happen at some point. Get the intruder's carcass or discover all intruder weaknesses. Those are one of two win conditions.
Okay.
We don't have to choose which one yet, but going in, we know that we either want the intruder's carcass. The intruder is basically, let's go with the janitor here. The intruder is basically a bad alien on this base in what I think is Mars. And we have to, so like imagine we're playing tabletop, we're getting two hidden cards and we're like, either I have to kill him or I have to learn all his weaknesses. One of those two things before the game ends.
Okay.
You'll be forced to choose that the first time any player encounters the intruder.
Okay.
I'm playing solo. This is going to be available co-op online, up to 5 players. And the tabletop game was made to also be played solo if you wanted.
What?
Just to experience
That's cool.
It's a sci-fi horror game. You have a bunch of different classes. I'm playing the janitor right now. So far my favorite is the survivor.
He's down here. You can't see him, but it's his little face.
And you're going to see some really cool art with him. All the art comes from the cards. Actually, we can look at these down here.
Cool.
I guess the first thing I would tell you about how the game works, if I was explaining this to somebody at a tabletop, would be like, there is 15 rounds. We are counting down.
Okay.
And between every round, some stuff will happen, events, and it's mostly to do with power of the facility. And that's the big thing you're dealing with, besides the intruder, is power in the facility this entire time. You'll be going from room to room, trying to figure out what, let's just play.
Okay.
Let's look at it. So every character is a little bit different. This guy starts with a quest, not an item, but it says, get item water lance, a heavy item with 3 uses, restoring with reagent that lets you scare the intruder. So the janitor has the ability to scare the intruder away. If you're in the deacon room, which I've never encountered the deacon room. We're starting the repository, which is a place that the survivor wants to get to, because she'll get an amazing weapon if she gets to the repository. Anyways, there's a lot of things going on. Here's the map. This is randomly generated. Same goes on the tabletop. I think it's like one of those hexagonal shuffle them up and put them down type of games.
Yep.
So you can like look around. Time means nothing inside here. Right now time is paused, even though I can walk around. This is just graphical representation of how you'd imagine a guy in a room. But like we don't have to worry about what's going on.
Okay.
I don't think we're able to craft equipment right now. So here's the conditions to be able to do the thing I just clicked on.
Okay.
I cannot craft an item because I don't think I'm not sure why. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So these cards down here, every turn you get dealt enough cards to add up to 5.
Okay.
And the cards tell you things that you can do. This is a reaction card, can only be done in reaction to a thing. And I think it's to another player. In addition, your cards are also currency for movement.
Okay.
So even if you don't want to, say, do this check 2 rooms ability, you discard one of them to move to a new room. So your ability to move from room to room costs you action cards. So you have to decide whether you want to use these abilities or just use the card, discard the card to move, to get around.
Okay.
So you have to evaluate your cards every turn because you're going to get 5 new ones every turn. And any that you keep in hand, you get to keep. Let's just go to an unknown room right away. It's all about exploration for many of the characters I've played so far. And I'm going to get rid of this one because I'm playing solo, so I know that I'm not going to need this card. That has to do with being interrupted by other players. There is an imposter type element to this 5-player game as well.
Okay.
I haven't played multiplayer. I'm still getting grips with the game, but I don't know how that works. But eventually, like people can sabotage each other. Everybody's actually kind of out for themselves here.
So the Scowler, some people in our chat have played the tabletop game.
We have a couple people in there who's going to give us like tips or like just little tidbits, and Becky will be looking to read those as we go.
So one interesting thing so far is it's a super fun multiplayer game because you get objectives like.
So every turn, you roll a noise dice.
Oh, okay.
And I got the worst roll. I just created maximum noise. Anyways, go ahead.
You get objectives like don't let player 3 survive.
Yeah, I saw an objective
That's cool.
once that said somebody must finish the game with a larva inside them. So like these are secret objectives. In addition, there's one other win condition thing.
Okay.
It's called the contingency. And this is because a corporation runs this base, and they're coming at the end of 15 turns.
Okay.
And they have their own win conditions. And these things, so so you have an objective, and then you have the way that you survive.
Okay.
3 ways to survive. Get in an escape pod, lock yourself in an isolation room, or drive to the other base with the rover.
Okay.
And so once you've succeeded, like say I've decided I need to get the alien carcass, I'm going to kill him. Once I've killed that carcass, now I need to survive. I need to launch.
Okay.
I have to leave. I have to, because if I get my objective, it doesn't matter if I don't survive.
Right.
However, the corporation's coming, and they might say kill everybody in an escape pod when they come. Mm-hmm. They might kill anybody who's in the bunker with less knowledge than 5. You'll learn about knowledge.
Okay.
That's in isolation or drove to the other bunker. So there's these other things. So here's down here the game calculates for you your chances based on like, do you want to lock yourself in isolation? There's only a 20% chance of survival because we know that there's a possibility they're going to be doing these things. Over here, there's impossibility of. They're not going to kill everybody without a signal. You learn about signals later.
Okay.
They're not going to save everyone.
Okay.
There is a possibility in some games where they're going to come and save everybody.
Wow.
But we don't. We do know that that's not going to happen. Sorry, I don't know. I never know how much to front load rules.
This is great so far for me as someone who hasn't played it.
Because it can be overwhelming. So we've come into this room that is the guard room, which has in a display case a nice piece of equipment, and I have to spend 2 cards to get it out of the display case. Out of all these things, I'm going to keep the search card because that can get me items in rooms I go to. I don't think I'm going to... Ooh, checking 2 rooms is nice because it lets you scout ahead without knowing. I'm not going to need to repair a room at this stage, I don't think. And I don't think I'm going to... What does this do? If you're in a yellow room, item counter will be reduced by 1. I don't know what this does, so I'm just going to... Wait a minute. It talks about the Enviro suit, which we're here with. You can choose one of these items. Oh, you can get an Enviro suit for free later. Anyways, I'm going to pay these cards. I'm probably not playing very well, but... So here's the choice we got when I open up the display case. I could have this Paralyzing the Intruder weapon, or I could have this amazing passive Enviro suit that protects me from fire, slime, and environmental stuff. So I'm going to get that. It also lets me get in the rover without dying to the elements outside.
Oh, that's
so my janitor already doesn't look like a janitor because he's gotten into a suit. Here's items. I gave up the get item card. No, room has to have some items. There's none left in there, so it doesn't matter. Can you guys hear the game okay? Because it has some nice atmospheric sounds.
It's just very like...
I'm gonna jack it up just a little bit here. I guess I'll head to a new room. So you have to decide when you go to a new room, do I want to create noise? Do I care?
Okay.
So when you create noise, I'm just going to do a standard move, which creates more noise. And so what a careful move does is when you go to the next room, you get to decide the corridor where the noise is created. 1, 2, 3, or 4. The roll decides for me. If noise is created on one that already had noise on it, like the one I just came from, then the intruder is alerted to my presence. So I got lucky because it didn't hit that corridor. It hit this corridor, which didn't have noise in it yet. So. And you make that roll every time you go to a new room if you did a standard walk.
Okay.
I don't know if this is good play or not. I'm just gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna make noise. I don't care. Let's go. Exploring 2, so it'll create noise on the 2 corridor, which is that way, which didn't
Okay.
have noise on it
Attention.
yet.
Intruder movement detected.
So now this is between turns.
Power
I've used all my
failure in
cards.
section
Power's just lost
one.
power
Larva
on.
evolved into adult.
There's a larva in the cave system, which is basically anywhere because it's under the base.
Okay.
Larva can just be stomped if I find him before he turns into an adult, but he's already been turned into an adult. So I got 5 new cards when I came in here. I can damage this room. I can destroy it. The reason you might want to damage a room, I think, is because if there's a room you come to and it has nothing to do with your objectives, maybe you want to destroy it so it makes it harder for the player whose objectives it is to fulfill them when they get there.
Okay.
You can also destroy rooms, and like sometimes it can also, I think, when you demolish a room, you can hurt if the alien was coming after you.
Okay.
You can
Sabotage.
you can lock doors, which also makes it harder for other players to get around. Again, that doesn't matter really here. It might actually also prevent the intruder from getting at me, though. All right, so I can get an item in this room because there is an item in the room. So I'm
How
gonna
do you
use,
know that?
The card tells me.
Okay.
Also, right there.
Okay.
So I can choose what kind of an item I want: utility, healing, or a weapon. I'm gonna go for utility because I think that's probably what the janitor's all about here. We can have the items are kind of like cards that you never have to get rid of between turns,
Okay.
whereas the cards are always cycling. I don't think I have to worry about putting out fire or slime because I have the Enviro suit already, which will probably make me fine like against those things.
Lock doors temporarily block intruders too. They need to
Cool.
spend a move breaking it down.
Cool. So here's one of the escape pods. So there's 3 escapes, A, B, and C.
Okay.
You can get in one right before they launch. Like we know from here that on turn, 10, one of the 3 escape pods will blast off. But you don't know unless you get information from, say, a computer will tell you.
Okay.
You could guess, you could have a 1 in 3 chance of succeeding. If you don't, you'll get severely injured because it'll like, I guess, I don't know, you get hurt by being in an escape pod that wasn't going to blast off,
Okay.
I think. All right, we're gonna head to we came from the repository, right? So I'm gonna actually head back a room. I'm gonna real quick just check if any of my cards can do anything. I'm not gonna destroy anything I'm not gonna do these things. I'm just gonna go to another room again. I might wanna start moving quietly because I've already created hey, why is this locked now? I came from the repository.
No.
All right. I didn't? Why did the elevator get locked?
I don't know.
I've never seen this happen.
But that's where we came from because the repository made noise.
As I decide what weapons and things to pick up, I should keep in mind my 2 possible objectives here, which is the unconventional medicine, meaning get the intruder's carcass, or discover all intruder weaknesses. So my 2 objectives are either intelligence or killing, so I might need to get a nice weapon.
Maybe it's because it lost power.
Right. Well, so in that case, we did just pick up a weapon that lets us toggle a door. So if we want to go backwards, which I do because I want to get in the elevator, I have to pay a card to do it. There's contamination cards you can draw, bad cards, which that would help. It doesn't matter right now though. And then I'll pay for a standard room. That's risky. I'm gonna pay 2 cards. And I'm not gonna read them all. I'm probably playing really bad, but I want to keep it moving, and I don't know everything yet. So because I use 2 cards, I decide where the noise goes. If I
Okay.
didn't, a roll would determine where, and I would have to hope it went here instead of these other 2 places.
Okay.
In this case, my careful move lets me send noise that way. So now this room has maximum noise. Any more noise made in this room in any direction is gonna like alert the intruder. Power, there's no power here, so I can't get in the elevator. Fuck.
I have no idea.
And my character's talking. I can't. I'll use the stairs instead. Takes longer. I'll pay 1 card because I want to keep moving. There will be some risk here because we know that We need a 1 or a 2. We did good.
Okay.
We needed a 1 and a 2, not a 3 or a 4, and we got a 1 or a 2.
Attention. Intruder movement detected.
Does this make you want the
Power
board game?
failure in section 3.
Kind of.
Larva evolved into adult.
Becky would never play this type of computer game, but probably wouldn't mind, even though it's sci-fi.
I love board games.
So if you're trying to keep up with stuff that happened down here, it'll give you a summary of all the things that just happened.
Okay.
Really, nothing's... Oh, Creeper Breeder...
Screen.
Oh, the screen just froze. Just a second, guys. It gets super stressful when there's lots of noise on the board. It's great. So in board game form, it would be like noise tokens would be adding up and you'd see them all over the place.
Oh my god.
I think
Oh
you
my
can
God.
like clear the noise tokens if you restore power to a section.
Okay. On the far right, you can just see the very edge. But
There's a bunch of
there are
things, some icons. One says, my knowledge is currently 1. I don't know a lot about the situation or the alien. My heavy item limit is 2. I can carry up to 2 heavy items.
Okay.
I have fire protection, I have slime protection, I have environment protection because of my suit. I'm also, this section is dark, which has effects on my ability to like attack the alien if I see him, and I think maybe some other things.
Okay.
You cannot use computer actions.
In the dark. Okay.
I'm gonna get in the, so here's another elevator. Should I have to guess what I probably won't need to be resting anytime soon. So janitor's, all his art is on the cards, which is cool. Do I need to, oh, I could have, if I got this card earlier, I would have been able to call that elevator even though it's not powered.
Oh.
And now I have it, which doesn't matter. Anyways, so I'll get rid of it. Oh, I'm going to the elevator room. There's another, okay. So I made a quiet move there, and that means I have to choose which corridor to make noise in.
Okay.
Where do I not want to go? Maybe to another staircase. Right now, I'll ignore the staircase. All right, so I have a choice of, I could use an elevator, which I just used the card, which would allow me to use it unpowered. I'll just explore an unknown room.
Okay.
The more unknown rooms you explore, usually the better if you're going for an intelligence win condition.
Okay.
Just like, you know, I'm gonna keep my search card and I'm gonna make another careful move. You know what? No. I'm just gonna use the cleanup card and make a slightly risky move here. Because it's a completely non-noise room that I'm going into, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, we're in the deacon room.
Yes, we are, yeah. So what is the deacon room anyways? Decontamination room. So what does that even let me do? Right-clicking this will tell me. If I had larva, slime, or a contamination card in hand, I'd be able to clear them in this room.
Okay.
I don't need to worry about that. I don't see anything else in this room. I don't see any like items to grab, so I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
We'll do another risky move. Uh-oh, there is one noise counter in here on the 4. Okay. So it made noise that direction. Why is there noise on the 4? It's the vents. Okay, that's why. Vents, I didn't have to have made, oh, what the heck? A contaminated room, all right. I have my get item card. You're in a contaminated room though, after performing a search, you'll be covered in slime. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have the suit.
Cool.
Let's get a
Okay.
weapon. Sure. What, a grenade or so that'd be a one-time use, but probably more powerful, right? Let's see. Does 2 damage. Other intruders in the room will take 1 damage, so if I encounter multiple, that'd be good. Whereas this thing is gonna do...
You have to pay 1 card to play it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna grab the grenade.
Okay.
Attention. Intruder movement detected.
So I've ended. Oh! Why? Is he in here?
Oh my god.
The only reason I would have to choose right now is because he's in here.
Increased
Let's kill him.
intruders activity.
Why'd I have to choose? Is he here? He is? So that was it almost spoiled the fact that he's here because it made me choose before we even saw him. That's the only reason I'd have to choose. So he found his way here for some reason. I don't know why, because I didn't do anything wrong. It might have just been bad luck.
Okay.
Also, I just got an eye injury, which means I'll always be in darkness, even in lit areas. So here's the intruder. We get to meet him early.
Okay.
I don't know why he found me. Anybody have any input on why he came so early? So I could try to attack. Well, we just picked up a grenade. First, let's check what cards I have. I might have drawn something that will help me here.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
There's a slight chance they'll spawn anywhere there's noise. Contaminations room have a higher chance, I think.
Okay. So I will go in. I don't have to go into my backpack. I can just use.
We have a nail gun?
I have a nail gun. And an enviro suit. Okay, I'm gonna go get my grenade. I'm not gonna use the. What? What's what? Huh? I'm selecting the room in which to throw the grenade because it's a grenade. I could toss it in the room next door or something.
Oh, okay.
I will use it in this room that I am in.
Is that not a bad idea?
I'll pay 1 card to do it. Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, so Sullyman says during the nest development phase, you drew an adult token, so you had to roll for noise again, which triggered an encounter.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I just got another eye injury? Why is my eyes getting
God.
injured so much?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think I just used my grenade properly. I don't know that it worked. I don't know exactly what just happened with the grenade. I took an eye injury. I think I failed. I think I took the injury.
Did we just throw it at ourselves?
We may have. It's in early access, so I don't think everything is completely animated when it happens, the bad thing. So, well, I could go down here to see janitor grenade from item. Oh, well, it doesn't. He has, so first of all, this intruder has 4 HP, which is quite strong.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I've only encountered guys with 2 so far. That sucks. The grenade would do 2 if it is the grenade. Maybe I've never used a grenade before. I think it's waiting a turn to go off because it's grenades have timers, right? So
if you use a grenade in the same room you're in, you take serious wound and you drew an eye wound. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna run. I want to see if this works. I'll pay. It doesn't matter. I'll use a card to try to get out. Adult not interested in me. Oh.
Really?
Story of my life.
Oh. Okay.
She's not interested. All right, so I just got to run away because I'm inconspicuous or a non-threat to this adult. Like, there's it's the janitor. It's the, come on. Okay. I feel a little bit, jilted.
But we want to get their carcass.
Yeah, I'm not, but Sullyman, is there more insight on that grenade? Did it work at all? It never did any damage, but I took damage. I'm just gonna make a standard room. I mean, the adult's not interested. Why do I care how much noise I make at this point? Oh God, so that makes noise in every direction.
Okay.
But it doesn't alert them because this was a completely clean room. I discovered the nest, so I get +1 knowledge.
Oh, so we have 2 knowledge now, 2 strength.
I could also steal an egg.
That might make them mad.
I have no idea what it does. I'll pay and steal an egg. Let's do it. I feel like this is already a terrible run. Oh, it does a noise roll. So
Okay.
in that direction, the janitor stole. So I lost. I've never lost that fast. Never lost that fast before.
Grenades are best thrown into the room next to you, not the one you're in.
Okay. All right, let's start again.
Okay.
All right, so the game was just patched right before I started the show.
Fraser wanted to show what it was like to lose really early.
Yeah.
That's what he was demonstrating.
Sorry, I didn't check how I lost. It would have said at the top. I'm gonna assume I died from serious wounds. I took 2 pretty massive head injuries. Survivor? No. Oh, yes, survivor. Okay, so first of all, the survivor doesn't look like this.
Okay.
The graphics for the characters, did anybody see what my objectives were? I'll see them in a second. Are different than the cards. The card survivor is amazing looking.
Oh, yeah.
She's fine, but That's the survivor. How cool is
what?
she? Duct tape on everything. Like, she's just like, this is your
Oh my god. That's,
true blue survivor character. This is
I'm in love with her.
this is your Sigourney Weaver character. She is going to survive. She's tenacious. She has a lot of cards that like let her survive horrible injuries and things.
Cool. Okay, so we have 3 knowledge and
Yeah.
we can carry 2 weight.
So the janitor starts with 1 knowledge. The survivor starts with 3 automatically,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Okay.
So our 2 potential objectives are either send the signal, which we have to get to the signal room for, and discover all contingencies.
Or discover all contingencies, right?
both of those things.
Oh crap, okay.
Or just get the intruder carcass. For her,
Okay.
probably the intruder carcass, because let me show you what her special thing is in her backpack to start the game. Remember, it was the water lance for the janitor.
Okay.
For her, it's the quest assault rifle. A quest for the assault rifle. If she can make it to the repository, which we saw the janitor started in,
Right.
she'll get an assault rifle, which is very powerful.
Okay.
So we would like to make our way, but we don't know where that room is. She always starts in the isolation room, the place where you lock yourself in to survive the game.
Okay.
That room won't open until the 6th turn.
Okay.
So if we can like somehow like kill this alien in 6 turns, we can go lock ourselves in and maybe win. Unless, of course, on the contingencies, we know that the corporation will possibly come and save us all. We don't know yet. We haven't whittled that down yet. We also know the corporation may possibly kill everybody without a signal who's in isolation. 2 of those possibilities. Like, so this is extra possible, I guess. They may also kill everybody who's in an escape pod, and they may also kill everybody who's in isolation, regardless of their. All we do know is that they are definitely not going to kill everybody with knowledge of less than 5 in isolation.
Okay.
And here's the chances, basically. Right now, it looks like an escape pod is the best chance at
Okay,
survival.
wait. In the bottom left, it says neutral pull 4, survivor 2.
These have to do with if we were playing the tabletop game, it would be represented. These contingencies were based on draws.
Okay.
And so don't worry about it. In the video game, you don't have to worry about that as much, really. That's kind of invisible to us in a way. So the survivor, because the survivor is really all about
Oh, I love her art.
keeping moving. As you can see from the art, like she is about just go, go. Moves through the vents. She can move through the vents and teleport basically to any room with a, what's up?
She has 6 cards.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I haven't been, maybe she always draws an extra card. I didn't think
Maybe that's a bonus for her.
So I'm looking at this. I know we won't want to move through the vents yet because that moves you to a room you've already discovered, and we've only discovered 1. Destroy, close door, demolish room. Probably not going to want to do that yet.
Okay.
It's going to pay. No, you know what? But if I don't pay this card, I could keep moving. I'm going to do risky moves because she keeps moving. So who cares how much noise I make? So we made our way into a burning room. The noise will be generated in that direction, which sucks because that's the only place I can go right now. I may want to double back if I don't want to take the... I don't have a search card, so I can't take an item.
When you start your turn in isolation room, you start with 6 cards instead of 5, I believe.
So that's one of her abilities. We're in the emergency room, which, if we had injuries, would allow us to heal up using some abilities. How risky should I be here?
So we're taking some fire damage here, actually.
Are we?
On the right, the fire icon
It just
is
says
red.
that the room is on fire. I don't think I'll take it. You'll survive 1 light wound at the end of your round if I stay in here.
Okay.
So let's not stay in here. Let's go to the next room. Risky or
I mean, we have a card that says destroy intruder.
and we have a card that also what?
Oh, distract intruder.
Distract,
Destroy close
yeah.
door. Oh, that would have been great.
Will I want to repair a room? If the next room's damaged, will I want to repair it? Obstinate. Oh, this gives you abilities if you have wounds. I don't need that card. Okay. No 3 or 4. Thank you.
Okay.
So that made noise in the direction of the isolation room, which we've already come from, so that's fine. I am getting hurt. Why?
Fire?
Yeah, but I didn't walk into it. Do you take the wound every single time? Like, even if you didn't? I thought you'd only
I
take
have
the
no idea.
damage if you stayed in the room. That's not fair. So I'm taking light wounds just by walking into burning rooms? What is this? I thought this is America. So we made our way into the power generating room. Do we want to powering on the power costs us 2 cards. It could make traversing this level easier, and it would clear noise tokens. Do we want to do that? No. I want to keep moving.
Okay.
I want to use as many cards to move as I can. No rest. Let's go.
Biggie.
We're in the power generator room too. I made
Oh,
noise
gosh.
in every direction. That's okay. Noise hadn't been made yet.
Okay.
So now there's just tokens. So no more noise can be made in those directions though.
Okay. We're in the decon room.
I could get an
totally
item. I
disagree.
still don't have. I hate not having a search card. The decontamination. Yeah, we don't need the decontamination. I guess I'll just. Do I want to make it careful? I'm gonna make a risky move again. I don't care. Probably won't want to demolish the room. Don't roll 3 or 4. Damn it.
Oh,
So it might. It did alert him. Shoot. Because an adult is available. Is an adult, Sullivan? Is an adult always around, or is there a chance that this would have happened while a larva was only available? So now I have to choose. I want to get
Carcass?
the. Yeah. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's over there.
Oh.
Okay, how much HP does he have? It's funny because in my testing, I barely ever encountered these guys.
Really?
It's like, yeah, I was actually quite.
Are the rooms marked on the map once you've found them?
Yeah. Adult successfully made a surprise attack on the survivor. Adult tried to attack the survivor but missed.
So now he's over there.
I'm sure that this is early access. I'm sure later they're going to add all these moves in as graphically represented so that you know that they happened in the game. But right now, to
Right.
keep up, you kind of have to go down here.
Survivor has finished his move.
This time it's not telling me how much HP he has.
There's a chance that you could have drawn a larva or even the queen.
Okay, let's hope maybe that the adult won't be interested in me. Exterminate the threat? Wait, what? Cards to pay 2, but I have to not be in combat. If I know that this room can destroy him if he's in another room and I know what room he's in.
Oh,
But I'm in the
really?
room with them, that won't work. So I'm gonna try to just like, I don't know, maybe distract him. I'll have to sacrifice an item though.
The board game version starts turn 1 with 1 blank, 4 adults, 4 larvae, 1 larvae, 1 creeper, and the queen.
Larva.
It varies after that by player count.
Or larvae, plural. I don't even have an item to drop to distract him with.
Oh my god.
I'm getting
We have to
pretty
just
bad luck so far. I
walk
just have to
by
hope.
him?
I just have to hope it works. There was a chance of escape. I took damage. I took a leg wound on my escape. He's attacked me. Doesn't really matter how much noise I make.
No.
He knows where I am. My leg hurts. Now escaping costs 2, and I only have 1 action card, so I can't escape again this turn. I'll just run to this room. I'm not technically escaping at this point. Elevator's not on the same floor. I have to call the elevator. I'll just run to this room. And I'll pay this card to get away. So I'm not using this card's abilities when I pay them. I'm just
Right.
discarding them in order to keep moving.
Oh god.
So I'm running, but I'm not leaving behind noise. So when the intruder gets to that
Attention.
room, they won't
Intruder
know I
movement
technically...
detected.
It'll have to guess which direction I went, I guess.
Power failure in section 2.
Okay.
Intruder movement detected.
Don't come to me. It ran away to the
Intruders
cave system.
Activity.
It went into the cave system. It didn't follow me.
Okay.
Okay. There's noise in the vents and there's noise ahead. Let's see what cards I drew. I can move through the vents if I wanted to double back to a room I've already been in. I finally have a search card, 2 this time, and a desperate attack. 1 contaminated, I'll draw a contaminated card, or it'll be added to the discard pile. I don't know what effect that has on me. If you draw a contaminated card, it takes up a slot and you can't use it. It sucks. It takes up a card slot.
Okay.
But if I put it in the discard pile, I don't know how that hurts. Anyways, select intruder will receive 2 injuries. If the intruder will be still in the room that you're in, it attacks you immediately.
Ooh. Okay.
So a desperate attack, I'll keep that in the hand. I will make a risky move. I'll just keep doing it. I don't want to move through the vents. I don't think. A 1. That'll go in what direction? Forward. Okay. What kind of room? It's just an elevator entrance. Not a lot to do here.
Okay.
I'll go to the unknown room. We're hoping to find some items because we have 2 item search cards right now.
Adding to the discard equals drawing it later.
Oh.
When you reshuffle your discard pile, you'll be dealing. Okay, got it.
So it's basically making your deck worse in a way. Survivor knowledge went up because I'm in the nest room.
So now we have 4.
So I have a 1 light room, hitting 1 light wound. Hitting 3 light wounds gives you a heavy wound. I also have 1 heavy wound, which increases my escape costs. And I think 3 heavy wounds kills you.
Oh god.
I think.
Okay.
I could have used the move through the vents to go back to that healing room, actually. Damn. Oh god. So I just made noise for everything. So is he gonna come? Why didn't he come?
Ooh, equipment.
Okay. Why didn't the adult come? I don't understand the game. But it's okay. It's really interesting. Pay 2 cards, use both my search cards to get the awesome suit.
Wait, but you want to kill him.
It'll only paralyze him. I need to kill him.
Attention. Intruder movement detected.
Is he gonna come here?
Power failure in elevator.
Holy cow.
Event codename, that's hot.
Place a fire marker on the backup
Larva
power
evolved
supply. So
into
that's just
adult.
what happened.
Now we have 2 adults?
So all that stuff goes by real fast, but again, you could go in down here and look at what just happened in more detail if you
Right.
want and find out everything. Like that's hot. Right click or just click that and it'll show you the card if you were playing the
Okay.
tabletop. Place a fire marker in the backup power supply and the power generator, and then it shows you there's a bunch of stuff.
God, who comes up with these games?
Eggheads,
gosh.
man. Eggheads. They're always working. The alert room would, I believe, if I go in here, I'm going to be able to find out some contingency info, which could really help me.
Can you look at the intruder bag to see the current baddie count?
I just made noise in the direction it came from, which was where noise was. An explosion happened. Ooh, a larva came. That's okay. He's a
Ooh,
good guy to
stop him.
spawn. Where are you going? Stop it. All right, hit chance is 83%. He only has 1. I'm just going to try to smash him. It'll take me 1 card. Oh, I could dress my wound.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to not do that then. I will fist attack. Take that. Dead. Yay.
Luis.
So the larva is the best possible guy to show up. Why are larvae going around following noise in the base? That's not, your job is to get older.
Yeah,
Not
but they're
to follow-
curious little buddies.
Yeah.
They just want to see.
So I'm going to take a peek at the contingencies, pay 2 cards to do it. I'm not going to pay obstinate, which will let me dress my wound, which I'll do after this. So. We now know the corporation does not plan to kill everybody in isolation when they come. That's some good knowledge. So that
okay.
adjusted our percentage of chance down here. Can I just keep looking at more contingencies?
If
I
you
could
had-
stay in here and just keep
Wow.
looking. If I wanted to
Only
spend my
twice, though, right?
twice, is that how
Technically,
many?
because you have to pay 2 cards.
I could do it every turn though. If I just wanted to hang out in this room and keep learning about contingencies.
Yeah, I guess.
So I have a choice. Get an action card for every heavy wound I have. So you can just keep your heavy wounds and use this
Wow.
card to get cards. Or you can dress them up. Which does still keep Oh, I have to get rid of an item to do. Do I want to get rid of my... I don't want to dress my wound to lose my Enviro suit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll draw cards instead.
Fine.
What'd I draw? I can damage this room. I don't want to do that. I'm going to pass this turn. So, I'm going to keep this card in hand because there are downsides to ending a turn with no cards in hand.
Oh, okay.
So even though I don't think I want this card, I'm just going to keep it.
Attention. Intruder
pass the turn.
movement detected.
So I'll draw 4 new cards now.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens between the turns.
Nest.
The nest,
Increased intruders activity.
okay. Intruder spawned in the room, in my room. And he attacked immediately. And he missed, it said.
Okay.
That's good. But here he is. And I have the destroy room card. Maybe that could hurt him. Damage the room. Oh, I could destroy a closed door behind me if I ran. I have nothing else that's going to help me against him, and I have a contamination card. I'm having bad luck. I'm just going to say this has not been good luck. What are my chances of running here? An 18% chance of running. I have nothing to attack with. I never got my assault rifle. I never picked up any weapons on the way. Every time I saw a room with a weapon, I had no search card. Then I had 2 search cards and didn't see a room with weapons. It's been bad. Why would I pay 2 cards to move carefully when the guy already sees me here?
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a 1 in 5 chance of escaping here, basically. Oh, I have to pay 2 because of my leg injury.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yay! Not interested. So what? Yeah, that was just a chance. 18% chance they wouldn't be interested. The chance goes up. I feel like the more action cards you have, the higher chance they won't care.
Oh.
The less action cards are, meaning I guess would mean the more busy you've been that turn, the more they care.
Okay.
And that they're going to want to attack you.
The game is weirdly both easier and harder playing solo.
Yeah, right? Because like the intruder is only interested in you, but also I'm not against any humans. So I could choose a crowbar, which allows me to throw it at. Still not ideal. I don't
It's
want
better than nothing though, right? Attack intruder.
Which one would I rather? Toggle doors or damage rooms. I'll take the wrench. Which direction will I go? This direction? Let's beat. And I can't. That's not a card I can spend. And it's just
it's
sitting
not.
there, taking up a slot every turn.
Oh no.
And I've walked into a room with what? And I made noise in the
Oh,
direction
God.
I came from. What the hell? And so it's with me. And
Oh.
I'm dead? No, just another heavy injury, a hand wound. Let's see if I can make it. No, I can't.
Hit him with the crowbar.
Okay, let's hit him with the friggin' attack
Or
the
the
intruder
wrench.
with the monkey wrench. Cards to pay 1. I have no cards to pay. So I have to just sit here with this guy.
Attention.
Let's hang
Intruder
out.
Movement detected.
This is terrible. This sucks because I love
Intruder
the Survivor.
movement detected.
I wanted to play as her for a bit.
Event codename: Sanitary Network Failure.
Place a malfunction marker on each explored green room. I don't know what green versus yellow versus red rooms are. I just took another major injury. Am I dead yet?
Somehow no.
Let's do a desperate attack.
Yeah, dude.
They'll take 2 damage when I do this. I think it just happened. It didn't animate it, and they died. So again, sometimes, like when you use a gun on the intruder, it does a really cool animation. They say like, "You looking at me?" or like she'll say a cool line and then fire.
Yeah.
So it's early access. They're no doubt going to animate everything, but right now you have to just make sure you're reading the text.
So you killed the intruder.
Yeah. So I got the carcass.
Yeah.
Technically, that's good. Like I'm actually doing kind of good. I don't need to repair this room. What I want to do is prepare myself. What kind of a room am I in? The lab. What does the lab do for me? Let's get an item.
so
No,
sure
I don't have a
about
search
that.
card.
Well, you have to pick up the carcass.
Yeah, I'll
right?
pick up the carcass. Where'd it go? There it is. It's a heavy item. I can't carry basically anything else when I've got it. I'll get rid of that because that's a multiplayer card, basically. I have to drop, I think, everything.
Well, that wrench didn't do anything for us.
Drop the wrench. Oh, I can still keep my Enviro suit.
Okay.
How long can I survive with these 3 injuries? Because every time you end a turn with that many injuries, like, I think it does rolls, like, to check if you
no.
survive. I need desperately
We have 3 cards.
to get to the healing room. Repairing
Think you
this
can
room,
get back to that mid bay?
I could try, but it's a long ways to go. Unless I could end up getting lucky. Let's go to the next room. We'll use distraction.
I'll say.
Maybe in the next little. Oh my
Oh
god.
god. As long as you don't take another light wound or serious wound, you're okay.
Oh, okay. We'll examine the
Silly.
archive. We'll
Oh,
spend
we
a
can't.
spend a turn in here. Let's just do nothing.
Okay.
I will get rid of that, sure. But do I want to end the turn with no cards? I really still don't know the exact
Attention. Intruder
repercussions
movement
of
detected.
ending with no cards. I just heard it's bad.
Intruder movement detected.
Okay. They didn't hear me because I didn't make any
Next.
noise, technically. They just spawn. Why? Because a check is done on that every turn. Between rooms sometimes.
Activity detected.
Oh my god.
Oh
What
god.
kind of an intruder is it though? Maybe it's another larva. Let's see. We'll know in a second. It's an adult. What do we have? Distracted intruder? Oh, I could demolish the room. It'll probably though, if I'm standing in it, the current room will be damaged. I don't think that actually hurts. I'm just gonna distract an intruder.
That was just.
I have to
rotten
throw
luck.
away my
Yeah.
Enviro suit. And then I choose which corridor to run away. Do I want to go the staircase? I don't, because if I check the map, I am on the level that I want to be on to get to the med bay, which is down where it's not that, it's not the deacon room, it's the emergency room. So I want to go in the direction of the staircase, I guess? I do want to go in the staircase direction. Yeah, because it's connected, it shows. Okay. Headed to the staircase, I guess. Unless it's, yeah. So I'm distracting him, which gives me a 100% chance of getting away, but...
Oh god, he knows.
But yeah, I guess it would be nice if I didn't create that noise. It doesn't, I don't know how much it matters when he's, I guess it helps him chase me if I'm creating that kind of noise. Go to this room.
Oh man.
I need items, so I'm gonna keep both of these and just... Are you kidding me?
Oh no! Sound
Are
in
you
every
kidding
direction.
me? It didn't make sound in the direction of the vent though.
That's true.
So I guess vents don't count on those rolls. That's good. Can I get an item? Because I have 2 search cards. Open the main gate, which allows me to use the rover getaway. Let's get a weapon.
That's a good idea.
I could grab both
I
though.
don't think
No, I
so.
can't. The room is out of items, so I could send the signal. So sending the signal,
That's not how I see it.
Oh shoot.
I'll spend a turn in here. But if I send the signal, it gives me the... I think sending the signal means like basically you're contacting the corporation. Mm-hmm. Kind of letting them know that you're there, and like it makes you less likely to be killed because as you can see, they want you to have a signal.
Okay.
I need a signal if I want. It's a very high possibility that if don't have a signal, I won't survive being in isolation.
Personally,
So
I think it's not a good idea.
let's spend a turn in here. I'm gonna keep this, and let's hope that
Attention.
the adult doesn't
Intruder
come after me,
movement detected.
and hope that I can use the signal next turn.
Intruder movement detected.
To the lab. Okay, good. They went the wrong
Okay.
direction. And another one moved into an unknown room over there.
Coolant leak.
Some coolant leak. I don't care about the
New
coolant
life
system.
form detected.
Oh god.
Location.
A new
cave
adult has
system.
been spawned. So this is the like all the currently what exists.
2 larvae, 1 queen larva, 1
Yeah.
queen, 3 adults.
I will check real quick. I could spend a turn resting and get rid of that contamination card, which would be a good investment in the future because I have 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this.
Wow.
How much does it cost to spend a turn resting? That's it. All contamination cards in your hand will be scanned, all non-infected cards will be discarded. So I'm going to spend these 2 cards using the signal, and then I'm going to use rest to get rid of those 2 contamination cards.
Okay.
Actually got a little bit of luck this time. This is a kind of good how this worked out. Pay these, send the signal. Okay.
Okay.
Signal has been sent.
Now, you make yourself a little bit more vulnerable once you've sent the signal because in the same room, if you go to check an objective,
I can't help you.
if I was playing multiplayer, it would allow me to peek. By paying 2 cards, I would be able to peek at other players' objectives. Only if they had a signal as well.
Okay.
So it kind of links us somehow, like makes us be able to know each other's shit. So, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not playing multiplayer at the moment. Now I'm going to use my I'm going to spend a turn resting.
Intruder movement detected.
Gets rid of my contamination cards. Let's hope I'm not followed.
Intruder movement detected.
Cave system.
He ran to the cave system, which means he could appear at any time, anywhere, I suppose. I think that's what that means. He's following. I think he's in the staircase behind me now. You can now lock yourself in the isolation room. I'd love to. That would be a true Deacon move for the Deacon room, but it's actually the isolation room. If you're the sponsors, Deacon's a former co-host who likes to hide. All right.
He's a very good hider.
Yes. By the way, this is a sponsored episode, sponsored by Catapult. Check out the link in the description. Let the sponsor know you were interested in the game in early access, coming in if you're watching live, 10 hours. If you're watching recorded, probably available right now in early access. And it's looking like a pretty solid title, even though it's just in early access at this point. I also got lucky. I could move right now straight to the isolation room.
What?
Can I win? I could heal first. Would it be a good idea to heal first? Can you die in isolation because I think when you're in isolation, it says you become a spectator of the rest of the game. However, I have a feeling rolls on injuries could get you killed still. I'm here right now. I want to be down here. No, where's the isolation room? That's the med bay. That's the power generator.
Oh, there is the isolation room.
This is the isolation
Yep.
room? Okay. Oh, it's the room next door.
Oh, so let's do it, right?
Well, it can't be teleported to because it has
Yeah.
no vents.
So we have to go to the emergency room anyways.
We'll go to the emergency room. It's a safer room anyways because it has less noise.
You still roll for noise when you move through the vents in the room
Really?
you're going to. I don't think you take wounds once you're in isolation.
Would it be safer then not to use the vents since I'm so close anyways? I would love to win right now. Like a true
I mean, you
tabletop
are
game.
very close.
I could just walk to this room, and if I went in there by spending 2 cards, I have 2 directions I could send noise by choice. So that's okay. Yeah, let's spend 2 cards to
Okay.
do this. So we're headed towards... We're going to the isolation room. We're spending 2 cards. We won't need the vents then. Let's keep the dressing of wounds. I still have
Can't use
I drew another contamination card.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'll keep desperate attack. What if the isolation room gets damaged? Mm-hmm. It could get damaged at any time. Screw it.
Only the patient man will pass.
So So those whispers come up every so often, which I feel like might be you going crazy.
Oh god.
Because it seems to come up the more injured you are in my experience. I'm just gonna lock myself in. I hope I can survive with these 3 heavy injuries in isolation. I'm not sure. Spend 2 cards to do it. Let's hope. So basically, I end the game for myself. If we were playing multiplayer, I made noise in the direct. Is that bad? Is he gonna interrupt me from doing this? Are you kidding me? The larva just entered my body. He showed up and jumped in.
Oh. Oh, come on! No.
Oh, wait, no. What happened was I did get in. I
Okay.
did get in. They just didn't
Status
fully.
winner.
I did win. Okay. So again, early access. So they haven't completely like added all the things that'll show you as a. It's kind of abrupt if we get right now. I did win. I got in. The larva did jump in. Did wiggle its way into me before I left. Before I got in isolation.
He's just gonna have.
He's just
a
gonna
little
hang out.
sleep.
Yeah, he's not gonna like. Yeah, he's
The
now my
larva?
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yay! That's my first time winning.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
I never
So Fraser
won
wanted to show
off
you
show.
a quick loss
Yeah.
and a quick win.
So, guys, we're gonna keep playing a bit more. Let's do another one. But like, I want to encourage you. This to me feels like a game worth supporting in early access. It looks like they're probably going to be like, tweaking it a lot
Yeah.
and stuff. And I mean, if you're already a fan of the board game series, you've probably already been sold on it.
So, if you have a larva at the end of the game, you have a chance to die that scales with the number of contamination cards.
Okay.
Interesting. So you had 1 contamination card?
So I had a chance to die.
Yeah.
Just from jumping in. That was taking a risk. All right. I'm gonna play a new one. So I think hopefully the patch this morning helped this, but in the past I had trouble when I was, wow, my mouse got real slow for some reason. When I was testing, every time I started a new, progressively, the game got slower. Every new run I went, it's
Oh,
early
really?
access. I think the patch fixed it today, so I might not have to worry about that. But just letting you know that might start happening, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why my mouse got so slow. I'm using controller emulation. Discover all intruder weaknesses, or this is the first time I've seen this, get an egg sample. Well, being a lab rat might help that.
Labrat.
Yeah.
I feel like this a lab rat.
Whoa, look at us.
Yeah, the lab rat's also pretty cool. I do wish the character 3D was as good as the art.
Yeah.
I just see them as placeholders, these graphical representations. Yeah, you're lucky. You got lucky the larva didn't kill you. All right, so my controller emulation mouse got a little slow, so I'm just gonna go and for those who do like to play on couches, this game does work, I would say, remarkably well with controller emulation. It doesn't take nearly as much. Oh wow, that just went down for some reason. It doesn't take as much as I thought it would for this type of game to emulate.
Cool.
Sorry. That'll be good. Whoa. Okay,
Too
wait.
fast?
Too fast.
Some people are getting Diablo feels from this.
Except not real time, which I despise. Like, I just don't have the dexterity for that type of thing. But yeah, like, I mean, it's a little bit maybe Diablo, you could think, a little bit XCOM, a little bit Alien the movie. Still a little bit too fast. Sorry, guys. There's a huge difference between these sliders. There. That's good. All right. So you rotate the room. So the Survivor I haven't played a lot. I mean, the Lab Rat I haven't played a lot of. It looks like she also starts in the isolation
So
room.
then we get 6 cards.
So I got an extra card this turn.
We have 3 intelligence and 2 strength.
So my 2 things is either discover all the intruder weaknesses or a double or.
Oh.
So the egg sample lets me win by either escaping by escape pod and getting the intruder egg, or getting the intruder egg and locking myself in isolation. I would rather, I wouldn't want to be in either an escape pod or an isolation room with the egg, but...
No.
So the lab rat wants to find the lab, I think, because that's how I think doing work in the lab lets you discover enemy weaknesses, I think.
Okay.
But maybe you guys could verify. Also, I don't know how this works with the lab rat. The lab rat has a quest called Whale. Get the item Whale, a single-use item that removes or adds all noises on corridors in the sections you are in, if you are in the nest. So I can just go to the nest and scream and create noise everywhere for some reason?
Get item Whale if you are in nest.
Can you guys... Oh, you're getting the item only if you're in the
Yeah.
nest, not whaling if you're in the nest. But anyways, how would this help me? Why is this a good thing?
Maybe to draw
Maybe?
the dude to you?
Wow,
The
3
intruder
reaction
to you?
cards. I think the lab rat has a lot of reaction cards. I think they specialize in dealing with multiplayer, which, again, that's not really helping me that much. I'm just
You
gonna-
can also remove noise.
Okay.
It removes or adds.
Oh my god.
I found the nest. So...
Okay. Sweet.
If I go in here, I can get my quest. I pay 1 card, get whale. So you can also remove all noise. Okay, yeah. So why isn't it letting me select that? Requirements are fine.
Player not in combat, player
Yeah.
in nest, card to play. Oh,
That's odd. It's acting as though I can't do this, even though I can.
yeah.
That might be a glitch unless I haven't done this yet. It wants me to make noise first, because I did
okay.
a careful move, which makes you still make noise even when you make careful moves. Wow, I got so lucky. I can pick up an egg. You still make noise when you make careful moves, but you get to choose where the noise goes. Anybody who didn't catch that earlier.
Okay.
Now I think I can go into my backpack and use my... Yes.
Okay.
Which card do I want? Probably this. It's a multiplayer card, basically. And again, so what you guys are seeing here is the bare bones, the basics of the game, but this game obviously gets a lot more involved and a lot different if you're playing multiplayer. There's a whole bunch more going on. And you can play public games, I believe. You can start a private game with friends.
So our intelligence went up just from being in this room.
Yeah.
So we're at 4 intelligence now.
So, stealing an egg, a noise roll will be performed. And in this room, if I look around, there is a vent, which it's the 3.
So you want to roll a 3.
I have to roll a 3. Anywhere else will alert the intruder.
Okay.
Or I could use my whale right now to remove the noise and make this extra.
And that will use all our cards.
No, just the 1. And then I can steal
But
an
to
egg
steal the egg.
without having to worry about the noise roll now. Now
It's
it
too
uses it. Yeah,
complex.
okay, I know what you mean now. I also had toggle a noise token anyways with her. So yeah, she specializes in sneaking about. She can toggle on and off
Cool.
noise. Stealing an egg, doing a noise roll, won't matter. Gets sent down the vent.
Okay.
Attention. Intruder movement detected.
Okay,
Power failure in elevator.
so we've completed that aspect of the game.
Hatching.
Why?
Each character outside the nest with no action cards on hand is infested by a larva.
Oh.
Outside the nest, we're fine.
Oh, we're in the
We're
nest.
in the nest.
We probably want this because we got the egg
Yeah.
sample, so we're not going to discover all the weaknesses.
Activity detected.
Now what's happening? Intruder spawned. We got bad luck.
In the nest.
We did a noise roll because every time there's nest development, a noise roll is done for all players, no matter what they're doing.
Okay.
the luck, man, today. The
What?
queen arrived and a larva jumped into us. And we have an arm injury now. The character has only one hand slot for heavy item slash objects, so I lose a heavy item slot.
Oh my god.
The queen arrived.
Yeah, I did.
How do we find out how many hit points? Like earlier when we encountered an adult, it told us how much HP they had. But it's not doing that anymore.
Oh my god.
Anyways, the egg counts as a heavy item. We can literally carry the egg right now. That's it. One of our arms is injured. We have no items. The queen arrived. I should just destroy an egg and go. Just squish one more. If I can get out, I'll be able to destroy the door behind me. Oh, it has to be closed first, though.
Wax on, wax off.
There's nothing here that can help me against her. I just have to hope to escape, and it's telling me my hit chance is 33%, my run chance is 30%. I need to escape by escape pod in order to win this game, not lock myself. Jeez. Or lock myself in the, okay. But what turn are we on? We have many turns to wait before the isolation. We only went one turn and we got our objective. Is there another direction I'd like to go right now? The staircase, because we don't need to be in the isolation room yet, and we would like to go heal this injury. Mm-hmm. Doing a 30% roll. Let's hope we can escape and not die. Eye wound. I don't know what this means, but we just did the worst possible roll. It came with us.
Oh god.
We hurt our eyes. That there had something to do with, it was like a roll that also took into account other things. Probably don't need to know in the video game form. I mean, we're just hoping there's probably another 30% chance of doing another.
Oh my god.
We took another injury because we just walked into no, maybe not. We just got slimed as well. Things were going well.
Yeah.
We don't need to send a signal. That would be a waste of cards right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn up my sensitivity a notch again. Excuse me a moment, Queen. I personally think all intruders are queens.
Labrat can eat the slime on her?
What? How?
What?
How do well, probably a card does that. What do we got here? Okay, first. Are you kidding me? Weird metabolism. Remove the slime marker. So she just eats it.
Oh,
Is that what that? You think
Labrat.
that's what you translated that to mean? She eats it?
You're telling me.
I think it more means that it's already in her stomach. That's where it went, and her metabolism digested it. I don't think she grabbed it off her and ate it. I think it went into her, and then her digestion is so good.
Oh my god.
We're in a room with a computer. We might want to consider that before we leave, but we need a card to leave here. So, and I'm not spending an extra turn in here. This will do nothing for us because we have an eye injury.
Right. The other players get rid of slime by taking it off their clothes. I think she eats it.
No way.
Okay.
The power's off in this
Oh,
area.
I was thinking not slime, but parasites. The larva. I can't use that computer unless I use the item I just got. Use an unpowered computer.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna spend an extra turn in this room. I hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. I can gang one knowledge, or I can peek at the chosen. This is good.
Yeah.
Because this will let us know. This is potentially gonna help us win.
Okay.
Because
Know where to go, whether To go to the isolation, or?
This is going to tell us which one of these will launch. No, it failed.
Intruder movement detected.
Oh, actually, no, that's what it just told us. When they
Power
launch, it's
failure
going to
in
fail.
Section 1.
Yeah. So,
So
okay.
usually when I use that, it'll say
Intruder movement detected.
escape pod A is the one that will launch.
Event
Instead, what it told me is
code
when the
name,
escape
Kickstarter.
pods go to launch, they're going to fail, meaning
so
you're going to
don't
take an
even
injury.
bother
Yeah.
getting in one.
So it looks like isolation is our choice for trying to win
Okay.
right now. So yeah, do you love this?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Intruders activity.
If on a tabletop.
I mean, this is great too, though.
You would never play this type of
No,
game.
no, no.
But like,
But I'm
if you're
interested
at a-
in watching you play.
at a table, yeah, I mean, it is fun. It's kind of like playing like Darkest Dungeon. Like, it's so severe. It's so, and I do like that, you know, it's really severe. There's going to be ones where you win within 3 turns, maybe. There'll be ones where you go 15 rounds and lose.
Would you play a tabletop version?
No. That's the thing with, like, we're very different. Sitting there waiting for a guy to do the rolls, like, you know, move the pieces, get everything organized. I'm like,
Yeah, it's fine.
No.
Just chill out for a second.
maybe if there's beer. You do all the work. Tell me when it's my turn
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Tell me when it's my turn to roll.
Is this procedurally generated?
Yes, it's all random. And so is the board game.
Plus,
That's
X.
the only good one. And it's the first time we've gotten it. The first time.
Okay, so it just doesn't make any noise anywhere.
I don't know what this does. Increase your knowledge by 3 and discover some intruder weaknesses. In order to do that, you need to analyze the intruder egg. Oh. Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh. Analyze it. This won't destroy it, will it? Because we need it. Let me see that card again, or let me see what this does. It doesn't say it will destroy it.
Silly Man says, but that's your objective.
Insinuating that he thinks it will destroy it.
Yeah.
Seems the queen didn't follow. So just to summarize, our eyes are damaged, which shouldn't matter for her because her deal is that her eyes are bandaged. Like, she uses sound to get around. So I think that might not matter for her in particular. Anyways, her arm is
That
injured,
shadow?
meaning we're walking around with an egg and we can only carry the egg.
Right.
And we have 1 light wound, which doesn't really affect us until we get 3. Hey, Sullyman, do you think it destroys it? Because it would be cool to have more knowledge, because if you look at our contingencies,
I can't remember if it does or doesn't.
anybody with knowledge less than 5 will be killed in a bunker isolation, and we do want to get into isolation. There's a possibility they're going to do that. There's also a possibility they're going to save everybody on the base. We don't know yet.
Our intelligence or knowledge right now is 4.
It's 1 short of surviving potentially in isolation. I'm just going to do it. We're going to
we
find
know
out
where
together.
the nest is, right?
True, we could go back. It wouldn't be ideal. I feel like we pissed off the queen. Don't destroy it, please. I will get rid of that, and I could toggle noise. I have a contamination. Don't destroy it.
Object analyzing.
Examinated. It destroyed it. We're going back to the nest.
I'm headed to bed. Enjoy
So-
the rest of the show. Thanks for your info, Scowler.
Oh yeah, thanks for being around for this. So now you know when you play what a bad move that is. When you look up my objectives, it is now a requirement. Get
yep.
the intruder egg. Wow.
But we're really smart. We have 7 intelligence.
We're super smart now.
Okay.
So I have to go back 2 rooms. I have to go back to the transmitter, then the staircase,
Okay.
then get back into the nest. So we're headed back to the transmitter control room. Okay. It's not been a great day for this. A 2 going towards the own. Oh my god. Well, there was a
We
big
wanna
chance.
go-
There was a
yeah.
high chance this was gonna happen. I have been reckless. Hey, what are you? What are you?
It's okay.
Oh, it's a larva. I have to pay a card, and I don't have a card
Oh,
to
dear.
do this. So we're spending a turn in the room with the larva doing nothing. I think a larva's already inside us. No, it's just slime. I think maybe
Yeah,
a larva
no.
too.
No. Wait, maybe.
I get to discard this? Nice.
Attention.
I didn't know you could do that.
Movement
I don't think we
detected.
have larvae in us.
Well, that's a bad thing then, because he's in the room with
Member
us,
Under attack.
and I think he just went in us.
Oh. Oh.
Increased intruders activity.
I think you got the larva when the queen happened, so maybe there's 2 in us now?
Oh.
I don't know. Oh! If we know where the queen is, we could destroy her right now.
Do we know where?
Oh, we can't. I thought this was a different room. If we're in the
Room?
I was confused by the missile. There's there is a room where you get to destroy one of the intruders if you know where they are.
Right.
The door is not open to the staircase.
Oh God. Why isn't it open? We got a whole bunch of new cards though.
Maybe one of them opens the door? No. No. Well, looks like we have to find a way around because we can't go that route. We'll have to hope that we can go. Oh, God. That's a ways to get back to
my
the nest. As if, man. Oh my God. Let's maybe just explore the unexplored room. Maybe we'll get lucky and find an item.
Okay.
Let's maybe not be as risky. Get rid of these 2 cards.
Be careful.
I'll send the noise into the only place I can send it because there's only one exit from this room besides the one I came from. Yeah. I think this is a Each silence is considered a danger when drawing a noise. I think they mean each slime. I could use both of these. I could use this because this could end up opening that door. I'm gonna take this. Toggle door.
Okay.
This is a nice item to have. It's passive and lets us. It does all these things. Improves hit chances, darkness effect is ignored, and you ignore intruder
Oh
attacks.
wow. That's a strong flashlight.
I think you have to discard this to do that though. But anyways, we can now go back.
Okay.
I have no choice, I think, but to discard both of these. Okay. I'll choose to send it to the lab,
Attention.
the noise.
Intruder movement detected.
And next turn we'll go into the staircase. We'll toggle the staircase
Intruder
open.
movement detected.
It is where?
Event code name. Egg
Not in the
detection.
nest, on the other side of the nest. If we can get to the nest in time.
Larva evolved into adult.
Oh.
Each player gets 1 contamination card, so we have a contamination card, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. We might have 2 actually. It looks like we got really. We have 2 contamination cards. And then 2 multiplayer cards, which won't help us at all. Destroy a closed door.
Oh. We can do that.
It'll have, I mean, I would. That makes it so I can never traverse it, I think. I think it makes it so that it's
Oh.
permanently, I think.
Oh, that's not what we want.
Or does it destroy it by knocking it down? I'm just gonna toggle the door,
That's safer.
and I'll pay the card that.
Why don't you
well,
pay?
I mean, yeah, I'll pay a multiplayer card.
Yeah. I think.
Destroy door, stay open
Yeah,
forever. Okay. You can't close it again.
Okay. Thank you.
So just for curiosity's sake, since she has so many multiplayer cards, she has this card, which is called Inconspicuous, which is a reaction used in reaction to. Oh, it's not always multiplayer. An intruder will attack another player. It is multiplayer instead of you. So you can like
screw over others.
your noise roll during the intruder bag development. I don't know what that means. Step of the event phase will be skipped. Oh, okay, that's not multiplayer. So that's
Okay.
Oh, so those times where I've gotten super unlucky by doing extra noise rolls and losing them, I would be able to use that potentially to ignore it.
Right.
Huh. I'm doing a noise roll because slime makes me do it, I think, constantly, and I got really lucky.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going down to the nest. I'm going to do a risky move because I will have whale when I get in there to remove these, right?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, wow. The queen is here.
Oh. That's a bad miss.
And I have no. Yes, we know. I'll get rid of my contamination card and spend a room in the queen for fun.
Attention.
Just hanging
Intruder
out
movement detected.
in the nest with the queen. She
Oh,
hurt
God.
my arm. I now have 3. That means 2 arms are injured.
Oh,
I
God,
can
we can't
no
carry?
longer carry any. I can't.
Sure about that.
I can't be in combat either. I can't even take one while she's here, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh, God.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is a write-off. We're dead. We're not
You
getting
don't
out
want
of
to
this.
play it out?
No, let's go and play another character. This has been rough times.
It started so good.
Well, that's funny. It said winner because I was the only player playing. I think that must be what that means because I certainly didn't win.
Oh, my God.
So I'm not gonna play again. I'm not gonna play multiplayer today because that would probably take it's probably a slower game that way. But you can like create servers. You can check out games that are currently happening, which it's early access, so nothing's even happening right now. So I wouldn't be able to play multiplayer if I wanted
Okay.
at the moment, unless I gathered together a bunch of you guys.
And you can play up to 5?
Yeah, up to 5 people. 2 objectives: proving your worth, sending the signal and killing the queen, or insider knowledge. Any player must complete the game with a larva, or signal the game and get 8 knowledge.
Yeah, send signals.
Send signal. So probably the hacker would be good for that, but I've never played the sentry. The hacker's pretty cool. He has lots of computer cards. He gets lots of knowledge. Might have been a good idea to get him. But I also was curious.
Okay.
This guy looks pretty cool. Not as cool as Survivor.
No, Survivor's the coolest looking one so far. He waves very politely.
Sorry. Okay.
He did.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So send the signal and kill the queen. That sounds hard. Let's go on the working chance of either. Let's just go get a larva into us. And then let's get a larva.
Okay.
Let's invite a larva into our body and end the game.
Okay.
That
Have
sounds
one
easy.
knowledge. I mean, feels appropriate.
Come get me.
1 knowledge, 2
Ooh.
strength.
So once again, we'll learn about the sentry's personality and exploits by looking at. This looks like your Call of Duty bro, basically, as we're playing a little bit. He probably has a lot of these types of cards. I can check ahead.
Okay. Oh, you can select. It doesn't need to be right
anywhere.
beside you.
That
Oh,
seems pretty
dang.
powerful, right?
Yeah.
Where am I? I'm here. There I am.
Okay.
Let's check. Let's check kind of far away, but not super far away. That room is a what? Oh, I'm just right now selecting. So, these are the tiles that you would be playing with on a
Cool,
tabletop. I just opened up the archive and the cargo send system. if CSS is open, you can use. Oh, so the CSS is the escape pods.
Okay.
So the CSSB and the archive, which can get me knowledge and check on contingencies.
Okay.
It's nice to know.
This is just for PC right now, right?
Yes. I'm controller emulating. It works quite well. Should I play a little more conservative? Like, not playing conservative hasn't
But we
been
want a
working.
larva in us.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's play loud.
Yeah.
And hope a larva shows up.
Yes, please.
A 1. Doesn't matter. It's a completely... goes down the vent.
Ooh!
Slime
Slime.
was in this room. That's not... I think slime is just a... This is a contaminated room, which gave us slime.
Okay.
We started in a section with power, which is make a neutralizer.
No way.
I need 4.
Oh man, we ain't smart enough.
Neutralizer is like a special spray. It's like monster spray. It basically makes the enemy just go away.
Oh, cool. I used to have monster spray when I was little. No monsters ever attacked me.
It must work then.
It obviously works.
I want to buy your monster spray.
Can't buy it, it's a special concoction. Only my mom and dad know the recipe. Sometimes my older sisters, if my mom and dad are away.
Uh-huh. Oh, there's no power here, so I have to go into the staircase. We're continuing to spend lots of... just 1 card per move, allowing us to move quickly, but lots of noise. We're getting lucky. Keep sending it the opposite direction
Who cares?
of where I came from.
Who cares?
Go up the elevator. Sure. So we're just exploring right now, just trying to figure out... We want to find the signal room or potentially find a larva.
Attention. Intruder movement
Gaining knowledge is a
detected.
nice bonus, I suppose. I don't think as a sentry, though, starting
Power
at 1
failure
that we're going
in
to get to
section
8
1.
knowledge. Power just went out in
Heat
section
activity
1.
detected.
So you guys, probably a lot of you know this is my type of game. It's very much like... I'm looking forward to its future. I'd love to see more animations. Like more video game gloss, basically, which is why you're playing. Right now, I'd say the most of what you're getting out of this as a former tabletop player
For now.
would be the atmosphere of the sounds
Yeah.
with the dice rolls and like
And the queen sounds?
the queen, and like that's where most of the polish is right now. And then you got those video interstitials that like show you being attacked. Okay, so there's the CSS.
B.
Since we're not going to play in here forever, do you want to just keep making noise, hope we get the larva, and then jump in the escape pod
Yes.
and hope that it's the right one?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, just pray. I'm just gonna,
Just go super ballsy.
yeah. Okay, I made noise. Come on, larva, show up, larva. Our plan is to end the game with a larva in us. Come on, larva. Yes? It's the larva.
Come on in.
Okay, how do I get him in me? Probably just sit, right? Like sit here and wait?
I guess, like, make yourself, like, attractive to larva. Which do they like? Oh my gosh, I haven't had to think like this in a long time.
Put my face on the floor and my butt into the air.
Yeah.
I could scare the intruder.
Wiggle around.
Discard one of your weapons, select the intruder, selected intruder will retreat. Don't want to do that.
No.
Facility tour. You went up to one other character. Selected character can
Just
disagree.
pass and it'll attack you when you pass.
Hey? Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Is there anything I can do in here before I leave? No, I don't think so. This is his quest. Battlesuit. Get the item Battlesuit, a heavy item that allows you to ignore slime, fire, and darkness effects. Allows you to leave the base without using the rover. So you can just walk out the front door into the to the elements of Mars and just walk to the next base instead of using the
Wow.
rover. We're just passing. I don't want these cards, I don't think, so pass and discard.
Attention, intruder movement detected.
So this is an
Power
insanely
failure
risky
in
move
Section 3.
because the chances here of this
Crew member under attack.
yeah, that's me. The chances of this escape pod being the right one is 1 in 3, but it's
Right.
actually I think 1 in 4.
Increased intruders activity.
Okay, we're all
We're all
doing a
filled
noise
out?
roll.
Are we filled up?
Yes,
Oh, goody.
we've got them in us. I wonder what the chances are because like I say 1 in 4 because I know that it's
1, 2, 3, 4.
these are the
1,
number
2,
of turns
3.
they launch. They have a chance to launch all these turns. And it will launch in 3 turns. And when it does, it will either, I think, not do anything at all because it was the A and C systems that launched, or it will malfunction and
Do
give me a
damage?
horrible injury. It might be a 1 in 4 chance. It might be worse than that because it might be like,
It might
for
be
all
1
I know, a
in 6.
20-sided die roll. I'm not playing the
Oh my
tabletop game,
God.
right? So I don't know. We have to wait until it's ready. We don't get in and wait. We have to
Okay.
wait.
Oh my gosh, okay. So we have to stay safe for...
And not making noise.
Yeah.
And remember, just sitting here doesn't mean you make no noise because every time that the nest evolves, everybody has to make a noise roll, regardless of what they're doing.
Right. Okay, we're filled up, but we gotta wait it out.
I could get an item. Now I have an item card. It'll give me a chance to fight off the adult if they get here. Oh, I didn't end up getting a weapon.
Okay.
Move by a selected corridor, the door will behind you will be closed. So this is an escape plan, basically. I could close a door, lock it behind me. That sounds like a good idea. So I could move to the next room, and if the adult shows up, I could move back to this room, close the door behind me, and that would probably get me right to the turn in which I could take search for another item. Let's get another one of these.
Okay.
Caffeine pills will give me 3 additional action cards in 1 turn. Or a rifle with a single shot left in it. When you roll a double thingy, doesn't make too much sense to me not playing tabletop, but there's a chance to roll and get an additional damage. I think I want this. I like the idea of these caffeine pills giving me extra action later or anytime.
Sullyman says, fun fact, in the tabletop game, if you move into a room with another person, you don't have to roll for noise, which forces people to collaborate even if you think those players might betray you.
Right. Oh, you can't. By the way, you can't attack other players in this. It says that you're all company employees of this corporation, and you've all been implanted by the corporation with a chip that prevents you from doing violence to each other.
Really?
Yeah. So that's their
Okay.
explanation for why you can't attack one another.
Okay, but you can sabotage.
You can do inadvertent things such as destroying the room that you're in. That's not an attack. It's just I'm gonna destroy every room I'm in, and if you happen to walk into it, it's your own fault.
Right.
I'm being careful, so I think I should actually keep stun.
Yeah.
And get rid of repairs.
So that you could have a potential bullet.
Maybe, I'm not sure exactly how it works. Where do I want to send the noise? I don't need knowledge, so maybe I'll send it to the archive.
Okay.
I'm in the alert room. I'm not sure what this can do for me. By the way, I didn't show you guys these things. There's a few panels here. We've looked at the contingency panel a few times. Maybe we should look at that now. The CSS has an 80% chance of winning.
Okay.
Because why? Because there is out of the 6 possible contingencies, there is 1 chance that they're going to kill everybody in an escape pod.
Okay.
I'll take those odds. I have 1 card left to stun or scare intruders. I'll keep
Weakness. Quick to open
Weaknesses is another one of the tabs you can go to,
room. Okay.
which will teach you about the enemy. If your objective is to kill, this stuff will, and I think this is all randomly generated, will give you knowledge about the enemy.
Okay.
Such as Night Stalkers taking injury from flamethrowers will take additional injuries. These are just good things to know.
Okay. But we
And-
only have one knowledge, so we have like one piece of information. there.
Yeah. And then computers are, technically you have a computer card with you at all times, which if you're in a room with a computer, you can do these things. And these may be specific to the type of character you chose. But you can put out fires with the computer. You can swap power tokens. You can change where the power is in the base.
Okay.
And you can peek at
Information about launches.
I'm technically in a computer room. However, the room is damaged and... Oh, I'm not in a computer room. Okay, never mind. I thought the other room was a computer room. I think the archive is a computer room, and I just sent noise that way.
Oops.
We're waiting how many turns? Do I need to go back already? Not yet.
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just have to be able to get back there.
Go.
And I'm gonna pass now with the stun in my hand.
Attention.
I'll draw
Intruder
4 cards.
movement detected.
Guess you should have 5.
Increased intruders activity.
Where we all performed a noise roll. And it created noise that direction. Yeah, so it just seems like in every direction.
Oh. Except for,
It is
yeah.
weird that it doesn't currently, because it's clear that the roll animation is available in the early access, but they don't show it. But maybe in the future. So it looks like the noise roll resulted, I can find out down here. My noise roll in all corridors. I got the worst
Yeah,
possible noise
okay.
roll. What draws did I get? You and up to one other character, select a character you can disagree. If I was with another character, I could move to a chosen neighboring room without doing a noise roll, I think. Check 2 rooms. That sounds like a good idea. Where am I? Right here? Let's look at these 2 rooms next to
Yeah.
us. There is a lot of noise on this level. Look at all these noise tokens
Yeah.
everywhere. Is this it's a nothing room?
You have to select.
Oh, yes, I
the
forgot. You have
second
to
one.
finish it first. Defense control, which allows us to destroy an intruder in any room where we know one is.
Right, okay.
An emergency room lets us treat our wounds. Do we have wounds?
No.
No. We're doing fine.
We just got a lava up our butt. Or in our mouth.
Who knows
Oh,
where
it's
it went?
nice.
It has to go one of the ways, right?
In our ear. Up our nose.
I don't know what to do. Like, I don't really particularly want to go to any of these rooms. I'm gonna go to the archive.
And see the computer.
Yeah. And use my computer card if I can. I'm gonna keep holding onto this stun card. I'm gonna do a careful move. And I'll send the noise where? Are you fucking kidding me?
Everywhere.
Why did I have to do a noise roll if I did a careful move?
You did a normal move. You only did 1 card.
What?
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Oh.
All right. Well, anyways, that should have resulted in alerting the adult because noise was already this direction and I just did noise in all
A double
directions.
noise?
I may be sometimes missing some things.
I don't think so.
I have to pay 2 cards to do that. I'm just going to pass the turn. I will obviously discard my contamination card and keep my stun card.
Attention. Intruder movement detected.
Okay.
Event codename. Hatching.
Random event just happened. Discard 1 egg from the nest. Each character in the nest.
Larva
No action
evolved
cards.
into adult.
We don't have to worry about that. We're not there. Okay. So I don't know that I can even use this computer card because the room isn't powered.
Oh, snap.
There are cards that say you get to use a computer without power, but
Oh, this room doesn't have a...
it doesn't? How does the archive room, how is this not a computer? All right, I don't know computers, I guess, but check 2 more rooms. Search, I could get an item.
When you roll that result, it doesn't spawn an alien. You always only place noise tokens where there isn't already one.
Oh, so
Okay.
it doesn't place noise.
Thanks, Sonia.
Okay.
It doesn't like double it up.
So in a weird way, if
You kind of hope for that?
in certain situations, if you entered a room where there was already 3 out of 4 corridors with noise, then that's actually a good roll.
Yeah.
Because there was a high chance that you were going to alert the enemy. Instead, you just created one more noise token, whatever.
Okay.
Toggling the door could be okay, and I don't want the CSS room to get damaged while I'm gone, so I'm prepared for that.
Okay.
The CSS launches in 1 turn.
Okay.
Oh,
We got to get back.
wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That happened quick. I wasn't paying attention to that. We need to spend all our cards to get back, I think. Wait, where is it? Where's the CSS?
Up.
It's the only one we know.
Ah, there it is.
We just have to spend. Okay. So I have to head first to the alert room. Then
Okay,
to the
so we have
CSS
just
room.
enough to do it before.
If I
Wait.
want to move carefully, yes. I can only do it.
Thought you were gonna go there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, why can't I do a careful move? It's only letting me move with one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Careful movement not available. Noises in all corridors connected to the other room. Oh,
Uh-oh.
it's a guarantee? Wow. Another larva? Bonus? We get into the game with 2 larvae? Another larva?
they
It is another larva.
Can they make babies in us?
You guys told me to end the game with larva? Well, I got a whole nest of them in here. I get scared. I'm not just going to run away.
Where do we want to go
Head
though?
to the CSS room. Archive cargo sending. We'll, once again, careful isn't available. By leaving that larva alive, maybe this noise that I'm about to generate will just alert him again. I want to keep
Think
scaring
another
intruder.
larva will kill you.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay, let's be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want quarantine. Oh, he attacked and then, oh, that's a good roll. In a crazy way. He attacked and did what to me?
Nothing actually. Just attacked.
He just attacked.
But he didn't do any
didn't
damage
do any
in the
dam-
upper right.
Let's get in. I think I have to wait till next
No
turn.
way.
Yeah, next turn is when I get in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna end the turn and keep. I might as well do this. Doesn't hurt. I will look at. I mean, yeah, doesn't hurt at all. There's a lab and a surgery. Okay. I will pass. I want to keep my stun intruder. That's my chance of, because if that larva comes in here, I won't be able to get into the CSS pod because I have to be not in combat. So
Right.
scaring him is a good card to have.
Intruder movement detected.
So there'll be games where you just hoard one card, keep it all the time, and so you're losing a chance to like do an extra action every turn just because you're so dedicated to this
Yeah.
card that you know you need. I love that mechanic. What's going on?
Lots of rooms are being
Intruders.
destroyed.
Why did they all get destroyed? It was an event called Kickstopper. The larva came in.
That's okay. Oh.
What? I don't know what that means there. The larva came in. I think it meant that when he entered, he immediately. Oh my God! It's a creeper.
creeper.
This is my first time seeing a creeper. Oh,
What
Well.
cards do we have?
I have, thank goodness, scare an intruder. Woo! I will scare you.
And then we have to move.
Move him. Doesn't matter to me really. Send him back that way. I have to throw this away to do it. Yay.
Okay.
Now I will get
I
in,
don't think so.
Do action.
do the action. It says, lock yourself in CSSB. All cards in your hand are discarded and your turn is skipped. If the CSSA is launched in the next event phase, you will evacuate from the base.
I meant CS.
They must have meant the, if not, you'll receive 1 heavy wound. Oh, it's just 1 heavy wound. I
Okay.
thought it would give me like 3 or 4 or like just be horrible.
I mean, like, we're... Oh, you could do that before.
Yeah, I could do it before I discard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this moves me to another room. I don't want to do
Oh.
that. There's nothing I can really do.
Okay.
So I might as well just get in the CSS. Let's see. Pay 2 cards to do it.
Attention, CSS system.
Oh, it is?
Ready to launch.
There seems to be some glitch going on because this is CSS room B and it said I just got an A. The launch is successful! I had it. That was a low chance. A 1 in 4 chance at the very best, because there's a chance it fails or a chance that it's not the right CSS. Wait.
What?
They killed everybody in isolation. Wait, that doesn't make sense. The
But
contingency
we
was.
went in the CSS.
CSS isn't isolation. So if you're not following, basically I launched in an escape pod. Isolation is another way to survive. The contingencies that could be triggered. Can anybody? That might be a glitch, or it might be something I didn't take in. I don't know about the game, but isolation.
Isolation.
Move to another bunker.
Move to another
Like leave the
bunker.
space, go to another one, or
Leave in a CSS pod.
leave in an escape pod.
Maybe the larva killed you?
But then, why wouldn't it say that up there?
Yeah.
Instead, it says kill all in isolation was the reason for losing. Oh wait. Never mind. I just realized
What?
this up here probably isn't telling why we lost. It's just saying what the contingency ended up being.
Oh.
Why we lost, it's not reporting. And Sullivan's guess probably is good.
The larva killed us, but we were like such a nice host.
So because it's in early access, it's not reporting exactly why we lost, but that's probably why we lost.
Oh.
If that little text area was available to us still, it'd probably say, but it's not on
Right.
this screen. Oh wait a minute.
What was that info?
Well, this info says I was killed by the contamination. So what's
oh,
the
man.
we ended the game earlier and won with the larva in us. What's the chance of losing with the larva in you? What kind of roll is it?
We had 1 contamination card.
It was a contamination card. It wasn't the larva. So having the contamination card on hand killed us.
Killed us.
That's hilarious.
Wow, this is a hard game.
What I love this type of game. It's like you lose, you start again.
Yeah.
The next game's gonna be a brand new story of how things go.
Yeah, the little buddy didn't betray us.
Yeah, our little buddy was.
Phew.
If he
Like,
were-
I felt like we were really good hosts. Like,
he
we were very
probably-
welcoming.
Yeah.
Gave him lots of stuff to eat.
He probably held a
entertainment.
service for us after we died to the contamination. He was a good host. He had the warmest entrails.
You shuffle your whole deck at the end and draw 4 cards, and if one of them is contamination, it kills you.
The larva bursts out of your chest.
Oh my god. Wow.
Fun.
This is cool.
And you can just imagine playing multiplayer, how fun this would be, where like everybody at the table, like it's an interesting dynamic because you're all technically trying to survive, but you're all also trying to win. I don't know if
And
there can be
there's,
multiple
like,
winners.
secret little
There's
cards
secret
like
win
don't let player
conditions.
3 win.
Yeah, and so like there'll be at that end this guy who like destroyed every room that he went through. or something, set everything on fire, and then jumped in the escape pod.
Oh my god, yeah.
Has like a chance to lose because of his contamination, and you're all sitting there cheering for him to draw that card, so
Yeah.
he loses even though he. And then you all continue playing the game while he goes and just gets drunk in the kitchen
And brings you chips.
and brings you chips. Yeah.
There can be multiple winners.
Ah, that's fun. So people could work together. It's all up to you. I'm impressed with this game, guys. It's not often with these sponsored shows that I spend as much time as I did previewing it, because I was quite...
I kept asking him, I was like, is it fun? Are you enjoying
yeah.
it? And he was like, not trying to say much.
Yeah.
Just save
No,
it
it's
for
my
the
type
show.
of game.
Cool.
It is fun.
I could see you playing this on a plane.
Yes.
And being like super entertained.
Yeah.
The whole trip.
It's very Darkest Dungeon for me type of game. Where,
Yeah.
I mean, another game I'd compare it to is Endless Dungeon, which also had an amazing atmosphere, lots of quick runs.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. In early access, if you're watching live in about 9 hours, I think, go check it in the link in the description, wishlisted or whatnot. And if you're watching recorded, it's out right now in early access. Go check it out in the link in the description. And consider jumping into the early access to as they add features and test out the multiplayer and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. We were sponsored by Catapult today. Bye-bye.
Bye. That's cool that you were impressed with it, Sully, man. I'm glad.
All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for coming by. Thank you so much, Sully Man, for popping by and giving us your insights from a tabletop version player, and everybody in the Shadow Chat for watching with us today. Keep an eye on Twitter for next show announcements, and we'll see you next time.